friends, and welcome back to Lemon Tree Corner. If you don't know me, my name is Heather and I run a small handmade business called Lemon Tree Corner where I make purses and bags and project bags for makers like you. Welcome back to those of you who've been to the channel before. So this week in the studio we are going to get back to making the bags. Ooh, let's see if I can do this. This is a challenge. Oh, that's heavy. Oh my goodness gracious. Here are our Oxford pouches we need to make. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I've got 8 or 9. Zippers are falling all over the place. I think I've got 8 or 9 to make this week, so hoping to cut all of those out. One thing I realized, I was trying to find a bag to make for Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful. She does a contest during the Simply Come Dancing series in the UK, which is basically our Dancing with the Stars here in the US, and she does kind of a sock along, knit along thing, and she's always looking for drawing prizes to give away. So I wanted to make her one of these project bags to give away for the drawing, but I also wanted to make one for her. So she's super into lobsters and also loves the color yellow. So I was trying to look for something, haven't been able to find any lobster fabric. But then I was watching her vlog the other day and remembered, oh, she loves Alice in Wonderland. And I have Alice in Wonderland fabric, actually. So this is fabric that I had bought a while ago. So it's Alice in Wonderland. And then this is like the clubs and the hearts and the spades and everything. Diamonds, I guess, would be the fourth one. And it's a very, you'll see, it's a very shiny gold metallic on top there. So I'm going to make one of the Oxford pouches for her. So that will be fun. Other thing we're going to do this week is we're going to cake up or ball up this yarn that I got from Beach Bum Yarn Company on Etsy. This one's called Goldilocks in Love, and it's a DK weight merino. I might not start this project, I'm not sure. I want to make a shawl for the fall, it's called the virus shawl. I just don't know if this weight is going to work. So I kind of want to do a few rows of the shawl just to see what happens. I mean, you know, I took apart that other shawl. Not that I need another project in the mix because I got way too many projects going at once right now anyway. But you know, it's the excitement of the new thing. So I kind of want to do that and cake it up and just try and see if it's going to work or if I need to go back to the drawing board and find another pattern. There is another shawl pattern that I wanted to try by Red Teapot Atelier, and she's got several. There's the Darjeeling tea shawl that I want to try, but it looks like it's more of fingering weight 2-ply, so I might try that with the yarn I just pulled the shawl apart. But it looks really beautiful in her photos. I'll put a photo up for you. She does kind of a color block ombre I don't know what you call that. It's basically a cake of yarn that's pre-color blocked that way. And I don't know how she gets it to perfectly land on each row of the shawl, but I feel like I kind of have to have that kind of yarn in order to make that shawl look correct or look the way I want it to look. So there's that. Speaking of having too many projects, I'm going to get back to the Moroccan blanket this week as well and just get going on that. I'm 2 kits behind at this point, and there's probably another one in the mail on its way to me. So I'm feeling there's no pressure. There's no timeline to this. It's just like whenever I want to do it, right? So it's not that big of a deal. And then other projects that are just interrupting me. Can you tell that I'm a very squirrel ooh shiny kind of person? I've been seeing all of these granny square projects on Instagram. Oh, they're so beautiful. I'll put a few photos up for you. Just inspiration for me and things that I want to make. Just all the granny square projects. I don't know what it is in the zeitgeist right now that says granny squares, but it's out there and everybody's making them. And my favorite crochet YouTuber, Bella Coco, just came out with a tutorial to make a granny square bag So I totally want to make that as well. As some of you know, I bought yarn to make 2 other granny square projects. I'm in the middle of my granny square blanket project now that I'm working on, which I'm only about halfway through. I haven't, I've been distracted. So I haven't been making all the granny squares, but I had already bought the yarn for the 2 other granny square projects that I wanted to make, but I wasn't quite sure what I was going to make with them. I was going to try and make like a granny square scarf, but that's not going to take up that many granny squares, so I'm not sure if I want to make a whole blanket or not. And then I thought, well, that would be a cool idea. I could take some of these granny squares, because if I don't have a project for, and I can turn them into bags, which would be really fun. So I may make a few granny square bags out of those yarns that I already bought. And I'm trying to not buy any more. So we'll see if I'll be good about that. Oh, and another thing I want to do, we're going to Hawaii in a couple of weeks. So Kauai to be specific. And there's a few quilt stores on the island that I want to stop by and check out. I love Hawaiian fabrics, so I would love to get a few yards of that. There's another project which I think would be pretty easy to do. I'll pop another photo up for you. This is one of my other favorite YouTubers, this homely house in the UK. She's this great grandma, not great grandma, but a great grandma who does lots of quilting projects and English paper piecing. So she had this on her design wall, and I'm like, oh my god, I could totally do that. I could go get like charm packs of batiks at one of the Hawaiian quilt stores and make a Hawaiian quilt for our bedroom. Our bedroom is totally Hawaiian themed. Everything in there. I had originally wanted to make a hexagon blanket English paper piecing, and I was going to kind of mosaic it out to look like the beach and a palm tree and the sunset, which is super complicated and probably not something achievable for me. I've been keeping scraps of fabric for a long time to put this together, but based on my English paper piecing experience and my lack of interest in working on it, I don't think that quilt is ever going to happen. So this was like, ooh, this would be way easier, because she's just sewing the charm packs together. You know what I mean? So they're just all squares. I could still do the whole thing of color blocking and making it wouldn't have to look like a beach or anything, but I could color block them the way I want, and I think that would be a really fun project and pretty fast. It would just be a matter of actually quilting the piece together, which I don't know. What I might do is get 2 different sets of charm pack, 2 different colorways, and I could do like she has here with the pink and the green on one side, and then I could do like blues on the other side, and that way it's a reversible quilt, which I think would be interesting. It's either that or try and get enough fabric to make a quilt back, and we have a California king bed, so I don't know that that's really that doable. I'd probably have to send this out to be quilted, although if they're just squares, I could stitch in the ditch. I just don't have a long arm quilt machine, and I don't think my little machine is up to the task of like scrunching up an entire quilt. It's probably just better to send it off to a long arm quilter and have them do it. But that's an exciting possibility, that we would actually have like a custom made quilt on our bed. And I think that would add to the charm of the room. And speaking of our Hawaiian vacation, I have another project that I really wanted to get done before we went on vacation, but I don't even know if I'm going to have time to do this. I don't really want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt the bags again, because I keep interrupting the bags, but here is the noodle head poolside tote pattern. I use this for water aerobics. At our local Y, we do water aerobics every week. And it's just fun. It's got like a little pocket on the inside to hold your keys and your phone. It's got an exterior pocket here, you know, with a zipper. And it's just a really fun bag. And I get a lot of use out of it. I also take this with me when we go on vacation. So we can take our beach stuff and towels. It's super big. It's like super big and roomy. So I want to make another one of these. I had bought fabric specifically to make another one of these in a darker color because, you know, what happens is these handles are really light and they go all the way down and underneath, and so that means that they get dirty. And the inside is that same natural canvas cotton. So the inside isn't too bad actually, but it can get dirty as well. So I think I would just prefer to have something a little darker. And so the other one is a darker tropical fabric, and I have a navy canvas that I could use with that. This one's also fun because it has like a little swivel clasp, so you could put your keys on there without them getting lost in the cavernous bag. So I really like to make another one of these before we go to Hawaii. Probably not going to happen, but we'll see what happens. I'd really like to get going on these. I just made my refresher pattern, or my refresher bag last week for this one. So this is fresh in my head now and how I want to do them. So I hate to lose that. So I would like to go ahead and sew up these guys. I do have a 4-day weekend, so it might be possible to go ahead and, you know, crank these ones out and get started on the other bag. I think it's about 3 weeks until we go on that vacation. So that could be my motivation for finishing these, is that I get to work on my pool tip. And I can't believe I haven't said it yet, but happy Pride, yay! It's almost the end of June and I haven't said it yet. So happy Pride to everybody out there, all y'all. I'm a firm believer in love is love and equal rights for everybody, no matter what your color or orientation is and who you identify as. I love you no matter who you are. So I just want to send that love out there. And I consider myself a strong ally to everybody, especially the LGBT community. I sing in our local LGBT choir, which is called South Coast Chorale here in Long Beach. And I love singing with the group. And we sing about social justice issues, gender, you know, equality, sexual orientation, just accepting everybody for who they are. So the message of our songs and concerts really speaks to me and something that I want to send out into the world and to you all. I'm not able to sing in our spring concert this year because, we normally have a spring concert in June, but unfortunately this one is in July and it's exactly when we're gone on our vacation. So I'm not able to sing with them for this concert. And it sucks too because it's all Broadway. It's all Broadway, which is my favorite. So I'll be missing the concert, but I hope to join back up with them in the fall when they start the new season. And I'll put information out here when I find out. Obviously, if you don't live near me in Southern California, you wouldn't be able to go see it in person. They tend to put something on YouTube as well. All during the pandemic, we had like those, Brady Bunch taped concerts where we all taped ourselves and sent them in and somebody pieced them all together. So I don't know if they're going to put the concert on YouTube or not, or whatever, but I'll put a link in my description with a link to the concert and a link to the choir if you'd like to contribute. And as always, if you like this channel or you've watched more than one of my videos, I encourage you to hit the like and subscribe button. Also comment, tell me what you're up to this week and what projects you're working on. What are you excited about? I'd love to hear from you. And by interacting with the channel in any of these ways, it puts me in front of more like-minded people like you. So people who watch the same kind of content that you watch, my videos will be suggested to them, and that will help grow our channel and our community together. So I would really appreciate that. And time to get to work. Let's go. So here we are at Seal Beach Marina on the day of my mom's surgery. As the surgery kept getting postponed, my anxiety level was raising, and I had a chiropractor appointment already scheduled, and my chiropractor works right next to Seal Beach Marina. So we decided to take a detour and get out into nature and just get some fresh air, as that always helps calm my anxiety. So here we are, just taking a walk by the beautiful houses and the beautiful gardens next to the marina, and just a moment for me to be in the present moment, have some fresh air, look at some beautiful nature, and the ocean always calms me down. Ideally, I would have been able to put my feet in the sand and go to the beach, but this just seemed like the best option for us since we were right next door at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed the beautiful Seal Beach Marina. Everybody was out and about. It was a beautiful sunny day, so here you go.
I was a girl all alone in the corner, drinking by yourself on a Saturday night. You were the guy with your friends at the doorway, pretending that you had the time of your life. Had we met before, instant chemistry, I was so glad you came. Had we met before, laughing instantly, but it didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, and fire burning bright, but now I know what it was. It was like coming home. We were making our way through the town, yeah, never really wanted the night to end. And I was wishing you'd stick around, still I was thinking that we were just friends. Had we met before, instant chemistry, I was so glad you came. Had we met before, laughing instantly, but it didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, and fire burning bright, but now I know what it was. It was like coming home. It felt like coming home. Had we met before, instant chemistry. It took me a while to realize that you were the missing piece. It didn't feel like thunder or lightning, but something struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, and fire burning bright, but now I know what it was. It was like coming home. Yeah, it felt like coming home. I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by herself on a Saturday night. When you came over, my heart was on its way out. I wasn't sober, and I was thinking out loud.
Just sitting here working on my crocheting, watching some YouTube, and lots of stuff on the couch because my husband's getting ready for his trip. So he's packing. And here's Lucy snoring. They both went on a nice walk today. So snoring. She's got a little bit of an infection, so she's on some antibiotics. I think she's extra loopy, tired this week. And Oreo, all curled up, tuckered out from his walk as well. So it's just a cozy evening here on the couch with the two dogs. And it is so nice, I can't even tell you how nice it is to crochet on the couch again. My crochet projects lately have required 100% attention. So now that I have this yarn and I'm back to the easy shawl I can do in front of the TV, I'm having fun doing that.
Close to me, love me differently. You lay beside me, you held my hand in the dark. I started fighting, 'cause I was scared of it all. And isn't it glorious how love gets the best of us? Yeah, I got feelings, but I'm a tough one sometimes. Please move close to me. You love differently. So move close to me. Love me differently. Please move close to me. You love differently. So move close to me. Love me differently.
The moment's gone before I realize I was out of my way. We sit and talk, I see your crying eyes turning red through the day. I share my mind with no censorship, hang it all out to dry. Teardrops hanging from your upper lip, clinging on, afraid to fly. And I wait for the night when I will hold you tight. Anybody in this state of mind
about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free. I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusively. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the I love you. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies, celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies, celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Inside your heart lies a pearl. Within the smoke, our dreams reveal. We're not a part of this world. I'd call you Venus, 'cause that's how I feel. Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies. Celestial bodies. Oh, oh. Celestial bodies, celestial bodies, oh, oh. Celestial bodies, celestial bodies, oh, oh.
Hey everyone! Well, it's been a very productive week. Here's what we've been up to. This is 8 bags, I believe, that we've cut out. So quite a few fabrics going on here. Everything's cut. I also cut out the interfacing. So next up is to iron on all the interfacing and get all the pieces ready. And then next week we can sew everything. I accidentally cut out 10 of everything for the interfacing, forgetting that I had already made one of the bags. And one of the bags has fabric that's using the same lining. I have to go get another yard of that fabric from Walmart because I did not plan ahead and that fabric's not going to be enough to make 2 bags with. So I do have some other Walmart fabric that I was going to use for one of the other bag patterns. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out and use it for this because I don't know if you saw it in the clip, but one of the bags had a yellow fabric that I forgot that the yellow fabric was going to be at the top with the yellow zipper, so that was not a good combo because the 2 yellows didn't go together. And I like to use a zipper that's contrasting and pops anyway. So I was like, ugh, I hate to waste the zipper, it's already cut for this size bag. But then I was thinking, oh, well, if we cut this one out, then I can totally use the yellow's going to be actually next to the orange. But I think it still works nice. It's nice and bright. So that's good. So that worked out so I don't have to waste a zipper for the one I changed zippers on. So we'll get those all done. I didn't get the Moroccan blanket started at all this week, so hope to work on that next week. And other than that, it's been a pretty quiet week. It just worked out that my stepdad wanted to do a celebration with his family and asked if one of us could stay with my mom for a couple of hours so that he can go do that. And I was like, yes, I can do that. So this Saturday, when you're watching this, I will be at my mom's house spending time with her and seeing how she's doing in her recovery of her hip surgery. So that's great. And then I have a massage planned for Sunday. So very excited about that. I love treating myself to massages. I have lots of back problems and things like that. So very helpful to have massages, and I like to do that pretty regularly. So I actually signed up for Massage Envy in our town. It's really close to me. And that way I get one a month on the membership plan. And I might even schedule more than that because, yeah, I need a lot of massages. Everything's tight. Unfortunately, with my husband being out of town, I haven't wanted to drive across town for water aerobics. So I really need to get out and do something. And it's been hot. It's been like super hot here all week. Even to the point where I can't take the dogs on a sniff. We call it a sniff. It's like a super short walk because Lucy is on antibiotics right now. And she doesn't really want to go very far. And since there's only one of me and I can't leave her home alone because she has separation anxiety. So I have to take both dogs at the same time. So we pretty much just go down the block and back and check our pee mail and things like that. So I haven't really been doing that until like 9 or 10 at night because it's been so hot. So, and the air conditioning just kicked on as I said that. So thank you for joining me this week. Let me know in the comments what you're up to. If you have any questions about anything, what projects are you working on? What are you excited about? And then our trip is coming up. Oh, so I had ordered a gimbal and I had tried that out on a few walks, and it just wasn't working for me. I mean, it took care of the wobble, but it was still kind of disjointed and didn't seem like it was really going to work. Plus, it was made for use with phones, and my phone, I don't know if the phone isn't processing the videos great or what, but it's just not working. So good thing is I ordered it from Amazon, so I was able to return that, and I'm expecting another one to show up today. So it's a more heavy-duty one that will work with my vlogging camera, which is ideally, it's better quality. I would like to use the vlogging camera, not my phone camera. So we'll see if this one works out. I'll have time to test it before we go to Kauai, and hopefully be able to get you some good Zen walks around Kauai when we go. But that's about it. Thanks for joining me this week and hanging out with me in the studio. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Bye, everybody.